How many of you have been in this business longer than 5 years? Okay. 10 years? All right. 20 years? Fantastic. All right. Now, when is the right time to do a policy review? Can we just keep the lights on, please? Thank you. When is the best time to do policy reviews? When I joined this business, Sanjay, you should do policy review every year. That's what I was told. Now I have 6,000 clients today. How can I do a policy review every year? Physically, I cannot. I realized one thing. Nobody's life changes every year. Let's be honest. Correct? When is the right time to do a policy review? When something changes in someone's life. Am I correct? So, when you do a policy review, let me teach you a very quick way of doing a policy review. Number one, pick up the phone, call your client and ask them this question. Mr. Client, it's been so long. It's been a year since we spoke. Tell me something. Has anything changed in your life that I should be aware of? No? Fantastic. Let me know when you want to catch up for a cup of coffee. It's nothing urgent. I just wanted to check if everything is okay. Document that phone call, policy review done. Because what is the question that we do? Is make sure that we find out if there's any changes in their life, we need to change their policies. Now, if they say, oh Sanjay, I just changed my job, fantastic, Mr. Client or Miss Client, I need to sit with you because if there's a change in your life, I need to update my records. I need to update my strategy. I'm just like your doctor. I do a general checkup on the phone. You don't have to come and see me every time. I can do it on the phone. Is everything okay? Yeah, fantastic. Great. Something goes wrong, let me know about it. That's what you are. Each one of you is a doctor of insurance. The problem is each one of us behaves like a nurse. Who do you spend more time with, the nurse or the doctor? The nurse. The doctor only spends 10 or 15 minutes with you. The nurse spends 45 minutes to 1 hour with you. And what does the nurse do? Checks your blood pressure, your height and weight, takes your blood sample, takes your urine sample. Can the doctor do all of that? Absolutely yes. Does the doctor do it? Never. Why? That's not his job. That's not her job. So each one of you is a doctor of insurance. Learn to behave like that. Each one of you is protecting a family which is not yours. But you don't believe in it. And that's the problem. When the doctor does not believe in their own treatment, the treatment does not work. So each one of you needs to believe in what you do. And the only way to do that is if you practice, 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 and practice. Spend time to understand. Spend time to get technically qualified. Spend time to get certified. Spend time to be educated in our profession. Learn to become more and more educated in our profession so that people trust your qualifications sometimes. So when your presentation should be so simple that an 8-year-old child understands. But your knowledge should be so powerful that if you're ever challenged, you have a knockout. But your presentation should be so simple that a child understands. Do you realize all my presentations are very simple? Yes. But my knowledge is at a level where I can talk to underwriters, I can speak to actuaries. But my clients don't need to know that. And they don't truly care about it. And that's the reality. Now, one of the most important things that I do want to cover today is the next part of the sales process. So once you have sold your policy, you should know when to do a policy review. The best time to do a policy review is usually between 3 to 5 years. That's the correct time. Why? Something usually changes within 3 years, maybe 5 years sometimes, but not before that. So there's no point in doing annual reviews. You can have annual conversations. You can even have quarterly phone calls. So this is what I do in my office. My secretary calls my clients every quarter and says, I just called to say hello and see if everything's okay. Is there anything I could do for you? Or is there any changes that I should be aware of? Because if there are any changes, Sanjay would like to know. And she records and documents these phone calls. And that's a way to protect yourself. Make sure you learn to document all your conversations So you document this down, and the secretary does that for me. She's my nurse. You see, the doctor doesn't call you to check, are you okay? The nurse does that for you. So learn to have a support team that can do that for you. Get 1, 2, 3 people, depending on how big your client base is. The usual is, if you have 300 clients, you should have 1 support staff. Simple. For every 300 people, you should have 1 person. I currently have 45 support staff that assist me with this process. So you learn to build a team around you that will assist you with this process.